You guys are never going to believe what I found. Yeah, it's not misleading or anything. I'm trying to like trick you or anything. Click on this video or anything like that. No, I got you some Xbox fanboy takes. Yeah, this one is, specifically about the exclusives going over to, well, PlayStation and how it's not fair that they get our exclusives. It's kind of a funny one, but if you recognize this fanboy, what we're going to be covering, then you'll kind of remember I covered him about around the time that Redfall came out. God, I'm not playing Redfall again, but yeah, where he had that defense on, everybody's just taking issues with Redfall. Yeah, it was an interesting time. And to be frankly honest, I kind of lost track of this dude. I kept checking up on his channel, making sure he was staying, on a good pathway. He was doing pretty good for a while. But then I kind of checked up on his channel recently and he started to go back down the pathway of a fanboy. I'm just kind of sitting here like, I think it's time to cover him once again. You know what I mean, guys? But you know what, guys? You weren't here to, hear me rambling on about the fanboy or anything like that. No. You're here to dunk on the Xbox fanboy. So please make sure to go grab yourself a nice little drink and a nice little snack. And we're just going to go ahead and dive right into that content.
And then you got the so-called PC gamers. Because PC gamers love to involve themselves in the whole console war debacle, console debates. Even though they play on game on PC, they just love to be involved in console discussion talking points. But
now it's my problem.
I'm sorry, if I remember correctly, it was you fucking console peasants that drug us into this fucking war, okay? We wanted nothing to do with it. We wanted to let you grown-ass men fight it out. But no, you kept talking shit. You wanted to keep running your mouth. You wanted to keep pretending that your consoles was even near what PCs could do. And that's how we got drugged into this little war of your guys going on, okay? You guys started it. Not us.
They're giving the point that, hey, you console gamers need to get over this. I don't see why you're angry. You need to be a mature gamer because you should not have exclusives on Xbox. You should not care about exclusives. But it's like PlayStation has exclusives, Nintendo has exclusives, but the only people who need to be okay with having exclusives is Xbox, apparently, which makes no sense.
Oh, what, you gonna cry? You gonna cry now?
The future's now, old man. And guess what? If you only cared about the exclusives, then what are you doing on Xbox then? No, seriously, what are you doing on Xbox? Because obviously the strategy is no longer about the exclusives. And let's be honest here for a quick second. If you've actually paid attention to what these companies have done over the years, you know they're following each other in each other's footsteps. Meaning, PlayStation's not that far from giving up their exclusives to Xbox too to make that extra money because, well, we know those profit margins are doing really well at fucking Sony right now, isn't it?
If you're upset about Xbox making their games available on multiple platforms, you're missing the point of what gaming is all about. Being a true gamer isn't about gatekeeping games to one console just for the sake of exclusivity.
Based? Based? Hello?
I agree to an extent, but if all these companies were having that same mindset, that same kumbaya mindset, then I would agree with that, but they don't.
Well, duh, dude. It's obvious that they only give a shit about profit margins. You really think they give a fuck what everybody else is saying? It's pretty obvious that they're not selling well with the exclusives on their platforms, and Microsoft is now looking for a different way to earn extra money by porting over to PlayStation and possibly to the Nintendo Switch too, like they did with the PC. And if PlayStation sees that they're being very profitable with it, they're going to do the same fucking thing.
He says gaming should be about enjoying great games. I agree. No matter what they're played, if your console loyalty is based solely on exclusives, you might want to reconsider what being a gamer really means to you. No.
Yes.
And there's a reason why I said yes. And I want to ask you this question real quick, fam. Value is in the beholder, right? If you find their exclusives to bring less value to the platform you care for, did you really care for the platform in the first place? And if you decided to pick exclusives, well, here's my answer to that one. Then you never really cared about the platform in the first place. You only wanted something to show off to your friends and say, hey, I'm the cool kid in the fucking yard. You never cared about gaming in the first place. Hot take.
Is that next generation comes, these consoles are going to be around $500+. It's like, why buy both consoles, an Xbox and a PlayStation, if I could just buy a PlayStation and get Xbox games the same as they both? It's still come to PlayStation. So
What a lame-ass little speech. That shit was just stupid.
That right there just sealed his fate with me, in making this video about him. See, that posing question I just said to you guys earlier, right there just proves to me that he doesn't care about the platform. He cares about the exclusives more than anything. So again, I'm going to pose the question again. Do you really enjoy gaming, or do you enjoy exclusives to fucking fight with your friends about?
You're losing out on games. Like, if you got a PlayStation, you got more games, you got access to more games with this new strategy they're doing. So it's like, I don't see the reason to buy another Xbox, to be honest.
I like you.
If that's your mindset right there, then just move to PC, because you'll get access to Xbox fucking exclusives. You'll get access to PlayStation exclusives. And don't say, well, I don't want a PC to sit and play video games all day, Gara. I'm just here to tired of then get a Steam Deck too. It can play fucking PlayStation and Xbox games perfectly fine too. There are no excuses.
Sure, the one advantage they have right now is that you got Game Pass, which is still an amazing service, which that's like the only exclusive.
Oh, did we forget about your favorite game called Redfall, or have you figured it out that it was a piece of shit and then you decided to move on to bigger and better things? Did you finally figure it out? Yeah, we completely forgot about Redfall, didn't we? And just because there's Game Pass on there doesn't make it exclusive to it. It's on PC too. You know, Game Pass, it's PC Pass. It's on here too. You forget about that. Also too, Xbox controllers are a lot bigger. You know, you have the benefit of your friends being on Xbox. There's a lot of benefits that you are just not aware of, but you know, granted, I'm not worried about exclusives 24/7.
I'm just not seeing why these PC games are acting so dense, so people be upset about this right here.
This was like popular back in the 1990s, and it's like, what year is it right now? 2025. Yeah, you guys would be like in your 30s, your 40s right now. That's how long you guys been console warring. Really? We're gonna keep doing this? Like, really? Full ass grown adults? Really?
Who knows? This is some spooky territory right here. The future for Microsoft is not very clear.
It's not very clear. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You know, Phil has made it very obvious. It's about the software and where they could put that software at this point. Did you not listen to Phil, like, at all? Like, come on.
Let's see what I gotta say about this. People are allowed to be upset that the console they enjoy misses out on more games than the others, which is reasonable. It's like, PlayStation is getting everybody games, they're getting Xbox games, and they're getting all exclusive games. Xbox is not getting PlayStation's games, so I don't see why people aren't upset, why people act like they don't understand people are upset about this.
Of course Sony and freaking Nintendo aren't going to port their games over. You want to know why? Because it's an unknown revenue. They don't know what they're going to make out of this, so they're going to let fucking Xbox over here be the guinea pig about it. Like, come on, dude. It's obvious what they're doing here. They're waiting for Microsoft or Xbox to pull the trigger first. So if they fail, they're not going to lose any money. They can just sit there and laugh at Xbox for being stupid, and probably for the rest of us for being stupid to think that, you know, exclusives are dead. But, you know, I really don't think that's going to be the case. Also, what I don't understand with you guys is, why aren't you guys mad at the fact that Black Myth Wukong is not on your guys' platform right now? You know, you guys should be jumping down Microsoft's fucking throat about not helping Game Signs getting that game on their platform. And mind you, too, they can't get the game to run on the Series S. I've seen a great video by the Turk, I believe, getting Black Myth Wukong to run on the Series S. Yeah, that one is a real fucking eye-opener.
But it is kind of funny how, you know, these same PlayStation dudes who were hating on Xbox games before, they know all of a sudden they just love these Xbox games now. Can't wait to play Halo on PlayStation.
With the usual suspects, yeah, I agree with that one. But that dude right there, Matthew, the one that you're trying to point out as a supposed fanboy right there, I'm just looking at his profile right now. I see him not following one of the bigger, major fanboys that like to spew bullshit on the internet, or I don't even see him like throwing any post up where he hates Xbox. Like, whoa, why are you trying to make him seem something that he's not, dude? Like, what the fuck?
So if that's the case, why did you just buy an Xbox before to play all these Xbox games? Why are you just now playing on PlayStation because of this rumor that you might be able to play Halo on PlayStation?
Did you ever think maybe he doesn't like the Xbox hardware, but he likes the Xbox software that much? Do you ever think about that? Do you think maybe they're just like, I like Xbox software, but I don't like the hardware, and I really like the PlayStation's 3 hardware and software a lot better, so I'm just going to go ahead with the PlayStation. Like, come on, dude. Really? Is it so hard to like know that he has a preference on things? Like, come on.
Then push for Sony to do the same. A very disingenuous post because Sony is pushing games to be on PC, sure, but they're not putting their games on Xbox. So that's very disingenuous.
I don't understand why this is such a hard concept for these fanboys to understand. This is a new revenue for these companies to attain, okay? They're not gonna jump at the opportunity blindly like fucking Xbox can. They can afford it, but these other two, not so much as fucking Microsoft and Xbox can. Like come on, seriously, why is this such a hard concept for the fanboys? I never understand that crap.
They might in the future. No, I don't even think that. Like I don't even think they even put their. I don't think even in the future that PlayStation will put their games on Xbox.
Like I said, if PlayStation sees Xbox making assloads of money from porting over to PlayStation, they're going to think to themselves, oh god, let's go ahead and do this with the Xbox and the fucking Nintendo Switch 2 so we can gain more revenue and feed into our ecosystem. I don't know why this is such a hard concept to understand. I will never understand. I will never understand. I will never understand. I will never understand.
Let's look at a hypothetical. Timmy can only afford one console. Timmy wants to play PS5 games and Xbox games. What console should Timmy get?
Timmy should get whatever console he feels like. If his homies are on Xbox and they're playing shooter games like Halo, Gears, and all that type of stuff, then he should go buy an Xbox and go have fun with his friends. If he's a story-based player that he only plays stories and he doesn't really play with his friends that much, get a PlayStation. But if he's kind of like the light gamer that like to play casual games with the casual, Mario games and Pokemon games, get a Nintendo Switch. It's really not that hard to figure out.
Where this fake act like you're such a mature gamer because you don't care about exclusives. When meanwhile, it's not benefiting the Xbox gamer. The exclusives are going to different platforms. Like, it's just so fake. It's just so fake.
So what you're saying is if Halo MCC goes to fucking PlayStation, it's not going to rejuvenate the player base, it's not going to bring new players in, and then it's not going to bring the Xbox players back to Halo MCC and come enjoy that game. Or if they brought Halo Infinite to fucking PlayStation, it's not going to bring like new revenue in for them, for like the Halo studios, and for a new player base for fucking the Halo Infinite player base. Are you sure there's not like a benefit to that, and a major benefit for Microsoft to get more money, then invest back into the Xbox studios and create more games to spread more around for everybody to enjoy? That's not a benefit for the players? Are you sure about that? And I don't want to hear it from the White Knight over here that was fucking capping for fucking Red Ball. I don't want to hear it at all.
This person says, how I see it, and I know others won't see it this way, I think it's dope. I want more people to enjoy what I play about the exclusivity. Sure, you can take that stance that you want more people to play their games that you enjoy. But the flip side is that you don't get anything in return.
In case you didn't know, this is what stupid looks like.
Yes you do. You get more people invested into the series, and the people that made the fucking game gets more money and they reinvested back into a sequel or prequel or to a different game of their choosing. That you literally get something out of it with more people buying your games. Literally.
Xbox gamers aren't getting anything in return from this whole process right here. Xbox games are going to PlayStation. PlayStation games aren't going to Xbox.
What are you, fucking stupid?
I hope to God this dude doesn't have a career in business, because he would tank a fucking company at this point. It's fucking obvious he would.
Folks are more concerned with their plastic box holding value for them personally than they are the health and wealth of the games they like.
Well, he ain't wrong about that one.
Why didn't just never have these like kumbaya, these higher than thou moral gaming stances? Why are these stances just never held towards PlayStation or Nintendo?
Well, maybe if you came out of fanboy land and actually came with the real gamers over here, where we have all these type of discussions going on all the time, yeah, guess what? Yeah, we want to hold Nintendo and PlayStation accountable. We're literally doing it. We're not buying any of the fucking consoles or anything. No, we're buying the games on PC, and I'd buy it on Xbox too to prove a point. But hey, we're going in this for the long haul, basically.
Have the same energy when PlayStation announces Last of Us Part 3, and this is not hitting on that. It's not coming on Xbox.
Yeah, after what, Naughty remakes fucking The Last of Us 1 and 2 for like the 5th fucking time, and then they finally decided to count the fucking 3. Like, really? Actually, what else would they would do with that series? I really don't freaking know at this point. But let's be honest here. You could screech into the void, scream it as much as you like, but these companies do not care how much of you scream and yell. That's one of the great lessons I learned about Destiny when I was playing Destiny with Bungie. They don't care. You know what they care by the end of the day? Is how much they can make on paper. And if you don't buy a PlayStation and you keep making noise on the internet saying you want it on Xbox, they're going to do it because they're going to see potential money right there and they're going to attempt it.
Brand loyalists are the dumbest people in society. Who doesn't have loyalty to a brand to a certain extent? Like, that's so dumb. As a dude who has a Gears avatar, so you have some type of brand loyalty to an extent.
The audacity of this bitch!
No, you stop right there. It's obvious that he enjoys Gears very much, okay, dude? Unlike you are a fanboy for a fucking brand that gives zero shits about you. Do you understand that? Xbox has no idea you exist. Okay? With that dude, at least right there, he's just showing love to fucking, Gears over here, and I'm pretty sure he's criticized Gears, okay? Unlike you're just sitting here just gobbling up fucking Xbox here all the damn time. My exclusives. You were the pure definition of acting like a fucking fanboy.
I think if you're not criticizing this approach, then you don't actually care about video games. I'd rather people just say they don't care about this whole conversation in general, because these whole PC gamers involve themselves into this whole console discussion is just annoying at this point.
Yeah, that last comment I'm not even going to make a comment about, but that first one that you know where you read that comment off, he's absolutely telling the truth. You only care about brand recognition and not video games. It's pretty freaking obvious. So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much all the content I got you guys for, well, freaking today, to be honest with you. And if you enjoy this type of content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, want to help me hit to 10K by the end of this year? Subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely have more content worthy of you guys subscribing to the channel, like my rants, my reviews, and, well, obviously you clicked on this video for a reason, because, fanboy material. But besides that, fam, thank you very much for watching. I truly do appreciate it, and I will see you guys at the next live stream. I don't really freaking know. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, fam.